Hello everyone, welcome back to Everyday Love with Jaimak. To start today's episode, let me tell you a short story about a man called Papa Emeka who loved love. When Papa Emeka was young, he got married to Mama Emeka in a licensed place of worship. They wore wedding gown, suit, and the choir sang, "This is the day that the Lord has made." The church gave them a marriage certificate, and then the marriage was successful. Fast forward to 10 years, Papa Emeka became a very successful man and suddenly decided to marry a second wife called Chinyere, claiming he only wanted to honor his culture and customary law since he had become successful. He paid Chinyere's bride price and the whole village celebrated with him, but there was a small problem. Papa Emeka had already married under the act, so this second marriage was not valid under the law. In fact, it is a criminal offense called bigamy, which is punishable by 7 years imprisonment. It shocked you, huh? And so it shocked me too. Now imagine Papa Emeka passes and the two women show up claiming to be the legal wife. Who do you think the law recognizes as the legal wife? Only Mama Emeka, because she was first married under the act. You see, the thing Papa Emeka didn't realize was that the marriage he did in church was not just a church event. It was a marriage under the act, a statutory marriage, because it was conducted in a licensed place of worship and celebrated by a minister who is authorized to conduct marriages under the act. This type of marriage is monogamous in nature, one man and one woman, unless they divorce. Once you marry under the act, you cannot validly marry another person. If you do so, the law calls it bigamy, which is a criminal offense under section 370 of the Criminal Code Act and are punishable by up to 7 years imprisonment. Statutory marriages comes with legal protection from inheritance to maintenance to legal proof, even in issues of divorce. Many Nigerians think that statutory marriages can only be done at a marriage registry, which we popularly know as court wedding. But the twist is that marriages conducted in churches that are licensed to conduct statutory marriages are also statutory marriages. But if you conduct your marriage or you have your wedding in a church that is not licensed to conduct statutory marriages, then it is merely a customary marriage or a church event where even if you wear your gown, you take your vows and swear your oath, it is not a statutory marriage unless that church is licensed to conduct marriages and the marriage is conducted by a minister that is authorized by law to conduct statutory marriage. You say I do ensure it is under the right law, because in Nigeria, the type of marriage you have determines your legal protection and your rights. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, follow, share, subscribe, and comment. See you next week on Everyday Love with Jaimak. Bye-bye.